necessary with Save Our Seniors. And with Mike, we are bringing back on stage his longtime friend and collaborator, Alan Arnold Gamalinda Aquino. Alan is a poet and professor of Asian American Studies at Cal State Northridge. After graduating from CSUN and earning his master's in Asian American Studies from UCLA, I got it in there. Professor Aquino embarked on a 20-plus year career as a community organizer, lecturer at CSUN, UCLA, and Loyola Marymount University. Alan is the former president of the Filipino-American National Historic Society, Los Angeles chapter, and is founding member of the Larry Leong Foundation through education. His scholarship focuses upon Asian Pacific American history, media, contemporary issues, pop culture, and literary arts. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a "What's Up, Little Tokyo" to Mike Sonksen and Alan Gamalinda Aquino.
I love the Japanese American community, and this is my poem, Miso Soup for the Soul. We will not stop dancing. Power to the people. I'm alive at 3rd and Boyle. I'm alive at Nishi Haganji. I'm alive at Tomasan. I'm alive at the Japanese American National Museum. I'm alive at Suhiro. I'm alive at Risho Kosakai. I'm alive at First and Central. This is that very corner in 1942. I'm alive at the Maracay Market. I'm alive in Montebello. I'm alive in Marino. I am alive at Cairo. Let's talk about Miso Soup for the Soul. Comfort food, Sunday dinners together at the Sakura ICF, and being together in harmony. We call upon the ancestors and become one with them by Oban dancing. Dear Pacifica, I checked out your website. Let's talk about your philosophy. It states that you respect the concerns of everyone your development affects, and that you preserve and protect the natural environment while improving the community's quality of life. Is evicting senior citizens a part of this philosophy? How do you sleep at night? Let's talk about returns. Your site notes that you strive for the greatest returns to the company and investors. Go ahead and admit it, it's about that cheddar. Cash money. If you really cared about the seniors, you would have kept up the quality of Japanese food. And what about turning off the hot water? Is that how you treat your grandma? Dear Pacifica, let's talk about history. Cairo was originally the Japanese Hospital of Los Angeles on East 1st and Fickett before it moved to the former Japanese Home of the Aged. The same place was once the home of Andrew Boyle, the father of Boyle Heights. The Lopez family had a winery there in the 1830s. Pacifica, you are disrespecting a legacy and trampling on a community. In other words, Columbusing. And you know what they did? They pulled that Columbus statue out of Grant Park. How does this reconcile with your philosophy? Dear Cairo Board, let's talk about legacy. For over 50 years, you were honored and held in high esteem for preserving the dignity of Japanese American seniors. Let's talk about compassion. Known for compassionate care, culturally sensitive cuisine. Let's talk about promises. You kept promises and created tradition with so much integrity that countless families donated their money, and some even left their houses and their entire estates. What have you done with these assets? What have you done with these assets? Let's talk about faith. The community believed in you, and you better believe they know all of your names. Right? Dear Cairo Board, let's talk about 22,000 people. I'm sure you already know 22,000 citizens have signed a petition demanding that Cairo spend the money on replacing the nursing home you sold to Pacifica. Let's talk about responsibility. You have a responsibility after dozens of families have donated millions of dollars to keep Cairo going. Is this how you want to be remembered? There are many that remember on a hillside over the freeway, 325 South Boyle's sacred space provided a place where J.A. elderly could live out their final days gracefully. And this brings us back to this twilight evening here in Los Angeles, where our ancestors and generations before made sacrifices so that we could all stand here tonight. Let's talk about Miso Soup for the Soul. Respect and dignity are hallmarks of Japanese American culture. Let's talk about paying honor to our elders and our ancestors as we Oban dance for our seniors. When we dance, we transcend space and time, reconnecting with our ancestors. We remember their stories and carry their spirits, their breath of memory. Together we stand in solidarity. We remember everything, and we will not stop dancing.
Tonight, I am honored to recite a poem in honor of my grandmother. Her name was Julita Gamalinda. She was born in the Philippines in 1905. She passed in the year 1993 during the very same semester that I decided to pursue a career in Asian American Studies and to continue studying our collective histories and struggles. And I'm quite honored to be here with you all today. The poem is written in 3 parts in Filipino or Tagalog, as well as English language translation. And this poem is entitled Tatlong Handog sa Julita, or 3 postcards for Lola. Noong sa buhay, ikaw ay punong guro at makata, nanay ng nanay ko. Sa wakas, magadagada mula nang umalis ka. Nahanap kayo ulit, kaya nahanap ang kaluluwa ko. Kabilang sa mga lihim sa pagitan ng linya ng maliwanag mong mukha. In life, you were a professor and poet, mother of my mother. At last, decades since your departure, I find you again, and thus I find my own soul among the secrets between the lines of your luminous face. Ang kamay mo ang nakahawak sa kamay ko, nakakalim. Ang araw ay nagsisimula sa mga kwento at lalakad sa parke. Ang mundo sa mata ko ay malawak at esmeralda. Ang mahal mo ay pagiging berde ng lahat. Ang damit ni San Jose binigay sa iyo sa panaginip. Ang gulay sa hardin mo, ang mga 7-up tabi ng aming tapsilog. Ang mga kanta ng Tarlac palaging nasa iyong puso. Ilang napunta kami sa maraming mga maliliwanag sa siyudad. Your hand holds mine warmly. Evanston days begin with stories and walks in the park. The world to my child eyes is vast and emerald. How you love the greenness of things. The finery, St. Joseph in a dream bequeaths you. Your vegetable garden, our 7-up cans during lunchtime, the songs of Tarlac ever in your heart as we come upon many bright skylines. Sa kaunting salita, alam ko ang simoy ng hangin, ang daan nito, ang ritmo nito. Hindi ito'y taghoy o paglalakbay. Kabilang sa lahat ng bagay na dapat gawin, ang mundo, nararamdaman mas verde, mas simple tuwing dumadaan ako narito. With so few words, I know the nature of the wind, I know the nature of the breeze, I know its way and its rhythm. This is neither a lamentation nor a travelogue. Amidst everything that I must carry on, this world feels greener and simpler every time I move through it. Thank you very much indeed.
After two tall men, I have another short girl here. Maraming salamat po, Professor Aquino. Thank you so very much, Mike Sonksen, for your words. It's the words that we have that we are able to communicate with each other, and the masters of the poets. These words that you put together reflect how we feel here in Little Tokyo, in Boyle Heights, and across our great city of Los Angeles. Thank you so very much for those words and for sharing those feelings so artistically put together. There is a